Press coverage now from the Stanford football Twitter account. Human biology major and school rushing record holder Bryce Love coming back to Stanford to play his senior season and graduate. He was the second runner-up in the Heisman race, so the hashtag Heisman Love and Stanford man. The Jaguars walked the walk and talked the talk on Sunday. During the game, linebacker Tevin Smith drew a 15-yard penalty for taunting the Steelers players during his touchdown return. He also held up an L to his forehead after that play. And then there's this from Jalen Ramsey.
I ain't got too much to say, but y'all make sure y'all bring that same energy out here next week and the week after. We going to the Super Bowl and we gonna win that. We gonna win that.
Well, no surprise there. If you watch closely, you might notice that cornerback Jalen Ramsey never keeps his mouth guard in. Instead, he hangs it off his helmet even when he's playing in the game. Well, why, you ask? Perhaps so he can focus on what comes out of his mouth. As Darren Woodson found out, Ramsey's reputation as one of the top trash talkers in the game is decidedly well-deserved.
This is ESPN with Jalen Ramsey. Scene one, take one. Mark.
Okay, first thing that comes to mind when you see this.
Corny. It was like a corny funny, you know what I'm saying? They created with their celebrations this year. But yeah, corny was the first thing I thought. You might throw me one. You might throw me one. He got a win in his first little start though, so I don't know what to say about him yet. I gotta
say two. Say two.
Yeah,
two
two.
picks.
He's gonna have to prove it.
He's picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
He's a physical corner who can suffocate any receiver.
Deion Sanders has talked about how great a football player you are. Deion was one of the greatest trash talkers ever to play the game.
I got one thing to say, this is my house.
And I played with him. He would tell the receivers, you're about to meet Houdini because you're going to do a disappearing act. What's some of the things you say?
You know, I try to get a little clever with it every now and then. I sometimes use quotes like from people. So like every now and then I might use a Deion quote. You know, one of my favorite ones I use is like Muhammad Ali, like, hey, if you dream about catching this ball on me, you better wake up and apologize. Like, I go out there with a little swag. Sometimes I just go out there and I let the receiver know every play, hey, this is gonna be a long game for you. Like, you're trash compared to me. I'll call out their route just to let them know, like, hey, look, I'm on my game today, so it's gonna be tough on you.
We go right back at it.
Soft. Charmin soft.
Now we got a fight after the play. It's been getting feisty between Ramsey and A.J. Green, and tempers just exploded at the end of that play.
Jalen Ramsey was in the head of A.J. Green.
Oh my gosh, completely shutting him down and was chirping at him the whole time.
I want to know what you said to A.J. Green. We know who A.J. Green is. He's a confident, quiet guy. He's never been outside of himself. What did you say to A.J. Green?
I told him he was soft. I just kept telling him you soft, and then I kept calling out his stats. He was kind of saying a little something back. And once he started saying something back, I'm like, AJ talking all right? I was like, you know, but it's speed into my game. And then he caught one pass on me for like 6 yards. And then after he caught that, I was like, but now you only got 1 for 6. I just kept saying it over and over and over again. I was like, you got 1 for 6, 1 for 6, 1 for 6. You only got 1 for 6. You soft today, like you weak today. And he just got, you know, he got fed up. And that was it.
First thing that comes to mind when you see this?
I don't know, man. I ain't see that smile too much when we played him, you know.
Hopkins and Ramsey. Nice matchup over here to the right side.
You and DeAndre Hopkins have had a past.
Yep. That's one of my favorite matchups, just because I get to play him twice a year. Physical guy, hands crazy strong, easily top 5 receiver in the league, big playmaker for that team. And I know he's going to get a lot of the targets. So I like taking on that challenge, taking on that role of covering him the games.
Close downfield, tipped and incomplete, almost intercepted.
It looked like Ramsey came over the top and timed it perfectly.
I feel like if you put me on their best, our team's going to have a good chance to win.
Who starts the trash talk?
Honestly, he do a good a bit too. We'll throw something out there in the media that we know for a fact the other one will see, and we'll bring that up during the game. Like last year, he probably caught a pass or something. He got up and he said, don't ever say Amari Cooper is the best receiver you ever played. And then I went on that like, oh, he is. That was a fluke catch. You know what I'm saying? We just keep going back and forth. It's fun, though. I like playing DeAndre Hopkins. That's a good battle.
First thing that comes to mind when you see this.
Ooh. Moss. Something I'm trying not to get happen to me in any game. I ain't trying to get mossed ever in a game.
I don't even like looking at this picture because I've been mossed before and it's not fun, man.
Yeah, man.
One of the greatest to ever play the game.
One of the greatest to ever play the game, easily. Yeah. If I could go back in time, if he could, be younger right now, I would love that matchup. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Dream for matchups like that.
The Jalen Ramsey and the Jags secondary has earned the right to talk this season. The Jaguars shut down opposing wide receivers all year long. Opposing quarterbacks completed just 51% of their passes to wideouts against Jacksonville, the best mark in the NFL. So